I'm doing a special video today because we just hit 20,000 subscribers, and I want to say a special thank you to everybody and do something special. We're going to do a special penny roll hunt as I do every day. This will be in addition to that, and of course a special thank you to my members. Thank you. A special thank you to my members. These are people who have uh, taken it upon themselves to support the channel. There are several who are with me for over a year and going on 2 years. A special thank you to them. Eric from Kenai Collectibles, Sandra, Terry, and to our newer members, Israel, Zach, American Eagle Roofing, Peter, and the Minnesota Picker. Thank you and welcome. All right, let's get it on. As would make sense and be most fitting would be to talk about the channel whilst I am doing the penny roll hunt. This is a penny roll hunt by someone who brings pennies back to the bank, and I was fortunate enough to get it. Most times when you get, and I talk about this in a lot of my videos, most of the times when you get searched, they have a marking on the penny roll wrapper. It means that the person, they cherry pick through the roll, and the roll is basically going to have less than it would have had the person not searched through it. But every once in a while, you might find someone who they either, I don't understand this guy, to be honest with you. He actually puts in more copper than what is normal. Now, I might have caught his bank just at the right time when he was finished coin collecting, and he said, "Here you go, brother. Take my copper coins and do what you will with it." And that's what we are doing today. So the channel has been open now, or on, or established 2000. No white AM. Nice 2000. This one will go into my my Lincoln Memorial YouTubes. And I had tried several other names and videos to remain anonymous, and they did not get any traction, which is very, very, very typical. I did it, and over the years I tried to start up several YouTube channels, and either they didn't get traction or I got bored with them. The 92 were looking for the small AM, the close AM, excuse me. Nope. And I just, you forget about them, you move on, you add something here and there until you just stop. That's the way it goes, right? There are going to be people out there who are watching this video who know exactly what I'm talking about. You have YouTube channels, and it's normal. It's normal. So what happened was, I put up a couple videos of things that of change that I found, and they took off. People liked it, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." And I started to just pick up change off the street because I was doing a lot of walking back then. I had to get back into my walking again, and got to make sure that's not extra thick. You can see that the letters. Look at the U. Look at that U. There's definitely separation in the U, but it could be. It could be. Let me look at it under the loop. It could be shelving. Ooh, man. It's a tough one. It's not, if it is, it's not very good, so I'm not going to hold on to it. It's not like really strong separation, and it's probably just shelving, but I will put it to the side. So that went on for months, and at some point, I just said, "Oh, I'm going to start taking this a little bit more serious." I had like 100 or 200, so it's another 92. No close AM. I had like 100 or 200 or 300 subscribers, and I just kept. I said, "Oh, this is cool, man." I mean, I went from having, I don't know, 5 subscribers or 2 subscribers to 2 or 300, and I was like, "Oh, that's great. This is fun." And I was super enthusiastic about it, and then I got I started to doing some I start to do some odd things, like I did an Indian head. You can see it in my playlist. I did an Indian head, a series where I talked about the Indian head penny and facts, and I had, and the ones that I have a 1959 Indian. I started doing odd stuff like that and showing my marbles and stamps and toys, and and it was just to see what people were interested in, and they were not interested in any of that stuff. The only thing people wanted to see me talk about or hear me talk, well, we got a 59. Hear me talk about were coins. So, there's only so much pocket change you can get from a store, right? So I would go to a store, and I was doing that too. I would come back, and that's when you got a lot of change from a store, or when I was getting a lot of change, and I would go to this store, then that store, then that store, and then I would come home and I would have like 2 or 3, and I would do a video on those $2 or $3 of change. And people like those too. I would get a couple hundred. We're looking for the Flare G. No, has a wire rim. I could feel it on my finger. The wire rim. Oh, that's a pretty good one. It has the wire rim, and it has the inside of the. And that's pretty rare on a zinc cent. You don't usually find. I got to be honest with you. I mean, I don't know how many wire rims I've ever found on a zinc cent before. It's not super super high. Sometimes they're really high, but you got to imagine that they would get a little worn down. I'll put it to the side. It's pretty interesting. So that wasn't working, right? And then my son got me some. He told me his friend had these rolls of wheat cents, and that's really what started it. I have to say, was those wheat cents, because it was the first time I kind of I have. I mean, you could just go to my earlier. You could put in wheat cents, it'll come up. My I think the first one I have is like episode 3 or 4 that I actually started to put down the episodes. That's pretty shiny. I'll take that one too. Another shiny one. And so it was the first time I really ever, the first time that I ever uh, coin roll hunted on camera, right? Obviously, if you got a roll of coins and you're looking for something, you're coin roll hunting. It's that simple. But I never did it I never made a video doing it. Oh, that's a nice 2000. Wow. Wish it was a wide AM. That's probably, there's something off about this coin. I don't know what it is. It's like a little too shiny. It's a little too deep, like a stronger strike or a harder strike. It's odd. I'm gonna put it to the side too. It's kind of odd. Maybe you know what it is if you saw it. And that was it. And I said, oh, okay. Wow, look at the reverse on this. It has a die clash. See the die clash? Yep. It has a die clash and it's just over polished. You can just see it almost looks like a doubled die, but it's not. I think it's just way over polished. All the features are still there. It's really weird, but you can see the die clash, strong die clash, and oh, is that? Oh, there it goes right there. You see it? Let me get the pointer out. That's strong. I mean, oh, it's all over the place. Look, it's in his neck. So they got rid of you see the like the halo effect. So they got rid of the die clash, most of it. Ah, that killed it. Too bad. But very strong. Very strong. And very strong right here. Turn it upside down, and that's the head of Lincoln. That's the back of his head. Not very strong. Nice. So that was it. I started to do coin roll hunting. And I started to go to the bank and ask them for their pennies. And that was it. The No White AM, the penny roll hunt had started. And at the very beginning, I met someone and he started to talk to me about what I was noticing on the channel. And he joined without me even I can't I don't Eric, you can correct me if I'm wrong if you're watching this video, but I do not recall asking you to join. You just took it upon yourself to support the channel, and you've been with me ever since. It's over 20 months now. And then other people joined after you. Terry joined. Some other people joined and they left, and they come back periodically. And I'd like to say a special thank you to those people who joined and left, especially the ones who were with me for a while. I'd like to extend if you ever watch this video, I'd like to extend an invitation to you to come back. Don't ever think anything's held against. Believe me, please come back. Things happen in people's lives, I know. I mean, $5 now is probably like a buck from 10 years ago, but whatever the case may be, no judgment-free zone. So please feel free to come back, and thank you to everyone, my members, for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me, and talking about Eric and my first member, that was a big deal. That was such a big deal for me, man. I can't even tell you. And just recently, our latest member, Minnesota Picker, he completed. You need 8 people to get a members board. If you only have 8, everybody shows. Yes, and if you leave, they'll still show it for a month. So we have one person who came on and left. He was my only vanity level 2, and he left me. I hope he comes back. I hope Kobe comes back. Anyway, but it will still show 8 for the time that the person, for the month. So anyway, we have the members board. Hopefully we keep it. Hopefully the community keeps growing. Don't forget, anybody can always email me. I don't know. What do you think? It's pretty shiny. Anyone can always email me at LookWhatJesFound@gmail.com. Caveat, Yeah, it's not. It's okay. I don't know. Caveat: I do not check it daily. So I get people asking me questions, and if you really would like a fast response, of first of all, you can always give a super chat. That's number one, right? Or buy me a coffee or anything like that. All the things, all the links are in the description below. That's also appreciated. But you can always leave a comment and say, "Hey, I sent you an email." Now, I do not check replies for comments, or I would be doing this comment thing all day long. So it has to be a fresh comment to a fresh video, right? Because if you respond to a comment, there's a good chance I'm never going to see the response. And we got a 1960 variety. The varieties for the 1960 are either the small or large date. I tried at one point to learn. I even did a video on it, and it just did not take. But I do keep them. The Philadelphia's going to one tube, and then the Denver's going to another tube. So the membership grew, and it was a lot of fun, and I think things were kind of a little different in the it's only been 2 years, but it just feels like the world was different 2 years ago, and I don't know, just so anyway. um and I hope to continue to have that type of energy and enthusiasm and um friendship between me and my members, and of course, um 20,000 subscribers, right? So that is a big, big, big deal to me. And it's such a big deal that I said I'm going to take out my time and I'm going to do an extra video for for you all out there. Funny thing is that the videos that get them it, I mean, I don't understand it. I don't get it. But I guess it's just the fast pace. Oh, interesting. No, it's not a big deal. This has a very interesting surface. The um the fast-paced nature of life today, that people just live on their phones, I guess, and tablets. It's my short videos that really generate like 60% of the subscribers of the channel. And I'm assuming, because obviously, I mean, I think we've gotten. I think we've gotten. Let me see. Let me go to the channel I was doing and check out the where it says I was doing. Let me see. Oh boy, I'm screwing up here. Sorry. Okay, well, first of all, let me show you that bar. I did a special video on this the other day. And there goes Kobe. Come back, Kobe. Come back. And that's the other members. So one person is missing, right? Because we have 8 with this gentleman. It's 9. So somebody's off. I don't know if it changes anyway. Let's go to. I don't get it. I'm trying to. There's a place here. I was doing. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a big meathead. There's a place where. Here it is. And I tell you how many views you've got. Oh wow, crazy! Just about 6 million views we've gotten. I don't know if that's a word or not. We've received. Well, you also have to deal with my Brooklynese. You could take the Puerto Rican out of Brooklyn, but you can't take the Brooklyn out of Puerto Rico or out of the Puerto Rican. It's just the way it is, and that's how I still talk, and I try to work on it. Right? Funny, right? Take everything a little too serious. Um, like my ums. I hate saying the word while I am speaking. It's like a Anyway, I'm not going to get off. So again, back on track. And I do that often too in my videos. I get off track. As a 1970, the S is the variety you're looking for. And the rest is kind of history, you know. The rest is, oh, here goes another small die clash, a weak die clash. You can see it. It's always in the same place. My guess is, oh, look at that. It's I did not think this was a copper cent. I thought this was, but we have a die clash on a copper penny. I thought it was a zinc. There's the die clash. Turn it upside down. You really want to see the one that has the head, you know, coming out, but that's where they polish it off and they get rid of it. And then you look at the front to see if it's on the front. And usually it'll be here on under the chin or in the back, and it's not there. They polished it off. They polished it off the die. Look at that. You can see, it looks like you can see something there very weak, and possibly something there. I don't know what that is. But on the reverse, you can see it's a nice coin, and it's our nicest looking coin. Tons and tons of, and I'm not going to do any short videos today. This is, again, just a special thank you to everyone out there. And of course, a special thanks to my members. There's nothing, it lifts me up. And so back to the emails. If you want to contact me, send an email. If you want to become a member, join, buy me a coffee, Patreon, anything you want to do is help. And you can also send donations. I used to get donations. I think it's because, you know, maybe it's the economy. I'm not sure. But if anyone sends, or maybe because they're not making pennies anymore, right? Look at that. How cool is that? But donations are welcome. And I shout you out when I get them. And I say thank you and to the person who sent them. And my my P.O. box is below. I was just thinking, if ever I change my P.O. box, I got 8,000 videos that have that. Well, I don't know. Hopefully they forward it if ever I change it. One day it's going to be changed, you know. Anyway, and that's the other thing. I talk about my some of my personal stuff here on my members only videos. I talk about a little bit more personal things that even my wife is not a member, so she doesn't see my members only videos. And I'm not sure how that works, because sometimes I don't get too many views on my members only videos. Now I'm wondering if you have to have it. There we go. You have to have it marked to get a message. So if you're a member, check out my member, and I have a members only playlist. So if you're a new member, I think I have like 50 videos in there. You can go, no one's ever seen the members only videos except for the members. So you can go in there and check them out. And I don't know, 50 videos. How long is that going to take to watch? A few days. I mean, so you get a lot of value from, in my opinion, from becoming a member. That's another nice shiny. We got a bunch of shiny pennies. This is why I really don't mind doing this Foxy guy. I don't mind or hers penny wrappers, because this is all the copper here. These are the shinies. We got a die clash. We got a 60, a 59, and they're really, really good. You know what I'll do? I'm going to give you guys a little extra footage today. This is something that I do off camera every day. It's a little bit of a chore, and it's grown into like a two-headed monster, because this is what I started off with, right? My glasses back on. Move this stuff over. This is what I started with, and it's grown into this. Anyway, since I'm not, and then after the video is over, I do my short videos on 10 chosen pennies from the coin roll hunt, right? And if I have 10 copper pennies, it's the 10 copper pennies, unless there's a special penny, like a special error or something, then I'll do that. So these are my zinc and the different condition coins. So here we go, and here go the Lincoln Memorial. So let's find the MS Lincolns. Where are they? I can hear you all shouting, it's over there, it's over there. I can't. BU Shields, no, it's BU or BU Wheat. That's the wheats. Copper, MS Copper. It's got to be here somewhere. So this is what I do. I'm just doing this now, just again because I knew I'm not doing short videos today. Here you go. Right in the, it had to be right in the corner, right? So here, they're shiny on the side, and that's really the only criteria I have. And then one day I'll probably call them AU, right? So no one thinks, oh, they're not uncircular, but I call them MS because BU, because they're shiny on the side. That's all. Okay. All right, let's do the other ones. Let's do all right. So here go the dirty copper goes into the first one. Extra, I have AU minus. Oh, it's full. I think that's it for the AU minus. And this is the way, and I keep one of these. It says fine. Why does it say fine for? Oh, I put it in there by accident. Oh, so off on the side of my desk. On the side of my desk is where I keep. That's the circulated. And here's the fine. It says fine on it. So I put it in there by accident. It has to go in. And I do that for $10. So this is my little behind the scenes footage. But I keep this one here. That's my sample size of 50 coins. But it has, whenever it has the little extra space here, you have to give that. You have to pick it up on the bottom a little bit. So there's one extra. There's at least one extra in here, if not two. So let's take those out. This is the process, man. So that is. Let's see. Yeah, I mean it could be still one more, but I'm okay with that. Looks about right. All right, so that's 50. And the AU and the other ones in the tubes, they go into a box. They don't go into bags. The bags are something that I'm going to do one day as a project, and I'll end up selling them. And I need to replace now the. Oh, that was from the other one of the other past videos I did. So the members get to watch the videos that I upload and way ahead of time. It's the and I'll write AU on this. It's probably the greatest benefit, and they get to communicate with me, outside of the noise of the subscribers, right? Because they get to communicate with me on videos that only they get to see until they're scheduled. I mean, they are scheduled until they are uploaded. All right, so that's the AU, it's AU minus. AU minus. So again, this video is longer, and let's put those AU minus ones back in. That's the ones I picked as AU minus, and let's complete this. This video is longer because that's fine. So heavily circulated, fine, AU minus, A plus, and then we have BU and MS. Like if I find a really, like we have a couple nice ones here. I don't know if any of, yeah, one of these are going to make it into the BU roll, but not my MS roll. How about this one? Yeah. These were both. So I have a BU copper here, and you can see it's a little dirty on the side, and then I have an MS copper, and that's not dirty on this. It's cleaner on the side, much brighter. So these won't go into there. These will go into this tube here. Okay, let's keep it moving. Then we got the zincs, of course. That's the first tube. Except for the Lincoln, except for the shiny Lincolns and the shiny Shields, I put in into a separate tube. All right, and that's basically it. So again, thank you to all my members, thank you to all my subscribers. 20,000 subscribers today. Just super awesome. As of me making this video, just to show you and to keep, I am five away, and we're doing just about 30,000 views per 48 hours, about 15,000 views a day. This will go up sometimes to as much as 35, 40, and sometimes it'll go down to 20. But 30 is pretty much where we've been for a while. The channel makes about, for those of you who are interested, I know some people like the behind the scenes. Channel makes about, $200 a month. We get about 5 to 600 subscribers per month, per 28 days, actually. About 3,000 watch time hours, and about, there we go, 320,000 views per month. And that is where the channel, that is the full, complete circle. That's where the channel is at right now in time. Where is it going to be another year from now? Well, God willing, it's the community's grown, and again, a special thank you to everybody. God bless. I hate to say that. I don't even like to put those two terms together. Lastly, because really, Christ should be firstly. In every single video, I put a cross, just as a small little reminder, just to keep it in our consciousness. That's the word I was thinking about. And I mean, that is the number one thing in my life is Christ. And I gave a lot of thank yous to my members, to my subscribers, but to Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, right? Remember, even if you don't love Christ, he loves you. That is it's not even a thank you. There's no words to describe the importance of having Christ in your life. People who do not see the importance of having Christ in their life, it's because they're not trying to have Christ in their life. That's it. It's that simple. Anyone who takes a moment out of their day to talk to him, not to see, a lot of people don't. It's a shame. Someone taught me how to pray a long time ago, and I'm forever thankful. Christ sent him to me to learn how to pray. And ever since that day, right, I went to Catholic school for 12 years, and no one ever taught me how to pray. They teach you prayers, but they don't teach you how to pray. And it's two totally different things. Prayer is basically a quiet conversation that you have with Christ in a private place where you can worship him and speak with him. And try it, right? Try it. Anyone who tries to have a conversation with the Lord, with Jesus Christ, will find out that he is alive in all of us, and he will respond to you. He will, in your heart, you will hear him, and he will send you positive messages and if you pay, you have to pay attention. You have to show him. It's just the way it is, right? He's God, so you have to give him that. He'll love you either way, but um, that's what prayer is. All right. I didn't expect us to go that direction, but we did, and and um and thank you, and thank you for our 20,000 subscribers. We have 5 more to go. Maybe I'll wait. I'll wait a couple hours to get those 5, or maybe I'll just put this up anyway. And those of you who are viewing the video as they're uploaded, you get a little kick out of seeing in real time the subscribers click to 20. Thank you. God bless. And I'll see you on the next one.